Hello Matty D Army and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a specific deck in Pokemon TCG Online. Now this deck is the Rillaboom theme deck, and if I go into Versus here you will be able to see it. So I have got just the Mental Might and the Rillaboom theme deck. At the moment I'm saving up for another deck which I might review in the future. And so basically when you start off in the versus match you can pick between theme, standard, expanded and legacy. Now I don't have any legacy decks. I have all these different expanded decks which are quite interesting. Some standard decks and some theme decks. So there's Mental Might and Rillaboom. Now the Rillaboom deck is what we're going to look at. Firstly, we're going to look at its coin. So its coin's fairly basic, not that interesting, but when we go onto the Pokemon, there's some star Pokemon here. Now, mostly what I'd like to do is, I use this one called Maractus. And Maractus can flip a coin for each energy you attach to this Pokemon. So, it can do up to 60 damage if you do one, but of course you need two, so it can do 240 damage if you put 4 on, which is really interesting. But it can't fully do 240 damage. It has to land on heads to do 60 damage. So yeah, this is a really good card. What I like to do is I like to get like Snorlax out and use him as a shield, and then when he dies I just swap with Maractus and he has like 5 energy, and then he just destroys anything in his path. He's just good, but he doesn't have much health points, which is not great, but if he had higher hit points, he would be probably one of the best Pokemon. Right, going on to Cottony. Cottony isn't the best Pokemon on this list. He doesn't really do much, but what he does turn into is kind of good. He turns into Whimsicott, and Whimsicott is kind of good because he either does Cotton Ride, which if heads your opponent shuffles their active Pokemon and all attached cards into their deck. That's pretty good. So then they lose their cards and it goes back in their deck. And say you have energy or tool attached to that Pokemon, that will also go in your deck. And what's even cooler is with 1 energy he can do 50 damage with Leaf Step, which is quite interesting. And he's got moderately loads of HP, but not as much HP as that really good basic Pokemon, Raptorus. Right, on Snorlax. Now I would say Snorlax is not the Pokemon to fight with. I'd say Snorlax is a good Pokemon to put on your first turn if you get him. Say you get like Rillaboom and like you get some other Pokemon like say what's his name again? Oh, I can't remember, but we'll get onto him soon. Grookey, that's it. And basically Grookey evolves into Thwackey and then Rillaboom, and Rillaboom is really good. Really the best. That's basically why it's called the Rillaboom deck, because it's based on that Pokemon. You get 2 in the deck, it's pretty good. But back onto Snorlax. Snorlax is a really good Pokemon to use as a shield. So basically, say you want to basically power up a Pokemon on your bench that's like really good, such as the Maractus. You can do that. Just put out Snorlax and wait until he dies, because he's got quite a lot of HP, so he can do quite a lot of damage. And about Maractus, he can do more damage than Snorlax with only 3 energy, so he's a bit better. But the thing about Snorlax is he's able to do the damage directly. He doesn't need to roll to do the attack. There was a really unlucky time I put 6 energy on Maractus and it was every single one was tails. It's really annoying and I lost after that, which wasn't great. It was just bad luck basically. So on Snorlax, as I said, he's a very good Pokemon to use as a shield to power up another Pokemon. I just realised he's 6'11". That's very high. But he's over 1,000 pounds. That's a lot. Don't know how many kilograms that is. Right, go on to Grookey. Grookey is a basic Pokemon. He may look a bit rubbish, but he evolves into Rillaboom, which is a really good Pokemon. And he may look really rubbish, but he's not that bad. And anyway, he'll turn into Thwacky, which can do a lot more damage. Like, what he can do is he can do 50 plus damage. And if hit, this attack does 30 more damage. So it's pretty good. And I do recommend having about 3 energy on him before you evolve him into Rillaboom, because he's pretty good. And Beat's pretty good too. Now on to Rillaboom. Rillaboom is the main Pokemon in this deck. He's the one that's this deck's based on. There's 2 of him. And as you can see, it's good to have 3 or 4 energy on Thwacky, as you can basically evolve him into Rillaboom. And what's really good is, say you've got a Pokemon like Routes on your opponent's active Pokemon area, you can do 90 damage, and it also does 10 damage to the bench Pokemon. So say some players got like Dragonite on, say a player's got the Soaring Storm deck, which is a really, really good deck. So they got Dragonite on their deck. You can do 10 damage to Dragonite, but it may seem not like a lot, but that's gonna do him damage before he even enters the active spot. So pretty good. And basically it can one-shot any really rubbish Pokemon, so it's pretty good anyway. Then on Drum Beating, it's quite a good Pokemon too. Attack 2, because you can do 180 damage, and annoyingly during your next turn you can't use Drum Beating, but you can always use Drum Roll and do 90 damage and 10 damage to all of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And it also doesn't apply weakness and resistance, which is kind of annoying, because say you've got fighting Pokemon on your opponent's bench, their weakness doesn't apply, but resistance, that doesn't apply. It's pretty good. So that's basically the main style of the deck, and he's also 6'11", which is really, really good. So yeah, I highly recommend him. He's a really, really good Pokemon. So now let's go on to the next one, which is also Rillaboom, so we'll pass on that. Now we've got Gossifleur. Gossifleur doesn't have many HP, probably the worst card in this deck, but he's not the worst. He's the worst for HP, not the worst for this, because for 1 energy, any energy, you can search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, which is really good. And then you shuffle your deck, which is okay, but you can get 3 basic Pokemon. You can get 3 Maractuses if you're lucky, and they're brilliant. And it's not very good for the attack. Razor Leaf, it only does 10 damage, so yeah. He's good for getting basic Pokemon. Then he evolves into Eldegoss, which does Blessing of Fluff. Search your deck for up to 3 energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. And for 1 leaf energy, he does Leafage for 30 damage. Not the best, but he's quite good for drawing energy cards for your bench Pokemon. Like, say you've got a Rillaboom on your bench and you've got him on the active spot, you can put 3 energy cards onto that Rillaboom. Or with a Maractus, which this is carnage if you do this. Say you've got a Maractus on your bench, what could happen is you could put the 3 energy cards on Maractus and then just put it on and on it again. And then you might end up with 9 energy cards on Maractus, which will do 60 damage for each 1 energy, sorry. Then we got Switch, which probably everybody knows about. If you don't, you might want to play Nintendo's Pokemon, but if not, here you go. Oh, so Great Ball. So these are all the basic elite cards. So you probably come across these once or twice in your play of this. So that's basically the deck. Now I've shown you the deck. Shall we get on with playing? And I think the answer must be yes. Now this is a very good deck, and I do recommend getting it when you have 400 coins. what one of my relatives said is that if you just spend your trainer points on, say, booster packs. Booster packs in this game, they don't really give you very good stuff. It's very rare of getting even a V. So I highly recommend saving up for a deck, because you'll get more booster packs from buying a deck than just buying booster packs. It's kind of a waste of points. So let's start. So as we're looking for opponent, we might get thrashed. We might, yeah, and we're probably gonna get thrashed because there's a fire deck against us. So, oh, it's a guest player. I don't think this player has. Oh, I won the coin flip. So I want to press no. Oh, and I got 2 thwackies, so I have to take a mulligan. A mulligan, if you don't know, it's basically where you have to put a. Basically, you don't have any basic Pokemon to use, so you have to re-roll, reshuffle. Maractus, very good Pokemon. I do highly recommend this Pokemon because he's a very good Pokemon. Now I want to press done, and what's really good about going second is because you're able to attack, and that's really, really good when you're trying to play against a deck which is. Oh, and look, he's got a normal Pokemon, which is quite interesting. I don't know why he's put a normal Pokemon against me, as in, because he could put a fire Pokemon against me and absolutely thrash me by doing double damage. This player looks as if she's she's got mainly normal cards on her deck and not any fire Pokemon. So I'm going to get. I'll choose Pokemon. I'm going to get another No, I'm going to get a Snorlax. If I can actually touch it. And I'm also going to get another Great Ball to get. Let's see. I probably want to get a Glossifleur from. I don't know why I'm getting a Whimsicott, but I'll get one anyway because I want to. Right. Why do I keep getting thwackies? If you're wondering what the pan noise is in the background, we're just cooking dinner, so yeah. At the time of this recording, so. I do hope it doesn't distract the recording, because it's a bit annoying. But to be honest, it's supposed to happen. Okay, so there's a problem here. I don't have any good cards, and I'm talking about energy. You know, I don't know how all these YouTubers they're able to talk so fast. I mean, maybe they just put little recordings together. I don't know. But they do it very well, and that's quite good actually. So, and if you're wondering what the MD on the end of my username is, you can probably guess. Matty D. Yeah, Matty is basically the main part of this YouTube channel. Cause the only reason I made this YouTube channel is because of my cat. Pretty good. I'm going to use Maractus. I'm going to use Pokemon Center Lady on Maractus. And I'm going to use Powerful Needles. And get 3 tails. And absolutely fail. Yeah, that's really annoying when that happens. It's like, tails, tails, tails. I mean, he has 10 HP. Ooh. Eevee's turned into Flareon. Very interesting. Yeah, that's a very bad attack. I really, really don't want somebody to attack me with that. Because it's a fire Pokemon. And it can... if this player kills me with a Born of Fire, I'm going to cry. Because it's literally the worst deck. Well, it can be the worst deck. But it's also an okay deck. You literally get it by doing quests. Like, feel for this person how they've got so much good, they've done so much good things, but they've so they can't save. Oh, I just killed it. Oh, he had recoil. That makes more sense. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh, this is very good news for me. Yeah, I've got a pretty rubbish deck, so I'm gonna re-roll. I don't know why I can call it re-roll because it isn't re-roll. Oh, and look at that! I get a gloss of the second I want to get a good card. So I had an Elder Goss, and that gives you, but that's just free energy onto a Pokemon, which is kind of good. Right, let's do Powerful Needles. Yes! The Meowth is done. Oh look, I got one head now with 4 energy, that's really rubbish. Oh, I got Whimsicott, but I don't have what it's supposed to evolve from. Oh no, I'm done for. I'm absolutely done for. Well, yeah, that's going to one-shot me, which is really annoying. Yeah, I think he can one-shot me with a Flareon. That's annoying. Yeah, he's gonna one-shot me. He absolutely destroyed me there. I'm gonna take this Pokemon. Take out another Maractus, because it's pretty good. You know also what I want to do? I'm going to shuffle 2 Pokemon from my discard pile into my deck. So that's good. Right, so yeah, I'm probably going to lose this. But you do never know. It's just that Flareon or her, it's very good. Mighty D update, she's rolling around next to the fire. Yes. Mighty D. I landed on the belly and she hit me. Ow. That hurt. It's a little dumb cat, that one. I do say. I can say she's my cat. Oh, she's offended. Oh no, an Arcanine. Not very good for me. Oh. Really annoying how he's immune to that. Okay, I'm gonna get Poke Kid. Elder Goss, I know what I can do. I can do this. Damn, I didn't have any energy. No! No! Yeah, I'll one-shot him next turn. So I can. Oh, this player's in for a treat. This player's literally in for a treat. 90 damage to Flareon and one hitted him. Yeah, I was waiting for Rillaboom to come out. Oh, who's this? Rapidash. He can do 140 damage this turn. What does that do? XP. Oh, it's rubbish. Basically, he's going to hurt me, and then I'm going to put some energy on Maractus, and then he's going to take out my Rillaboom, and then I'm going to use the Maractus Powerful Needles, Fire Blast, and I'm not dead yet. And then I put the energy on Maractus, and now I use Drum Roll. Grab that, and then next turn I'm going to power up Maractus when he becomes active. Oh! This player can't one-shot me, which is really interesting. So yeah, he can't one-shot me, so yeah. Quite interesting actually. So yeah, this player definitely can't. that, but it's not going to one-shot me. I can just use... Oh, I could have used... Put one on here and done drum beating, but... Anyway. When my Rillaboom gets knocked out, I'm going to get Maractus and try and one-shot Moltres with him. Oh no. That's the end of this. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, please give me a basic Pokemon. Oh, I can get Snorlax. And then he won't be able to Oh, he still can one-shot me. No. Got powerful needles in. Yes! I think I can kill him. Don't quote me on that, but I think I can... Oh. Here we go. The Rillaboom deck is only good when it's not against its weakness, which is really annoying. I'm eating my dinner at this time of the recording, so... Eating ASMR. He's not a good player, he just... Oh look! Wacky! I'm Greeky. Very good. Rillaboom? Did Wishful Baton do? The Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is knocked out by damage from your opponent's. Oh, that's really annoying. That's not a nice card. That is not a nice card. Oh look, nice. I actually got a good card this time. What a terrible card. Unless he's beaten, do damage. Right. Right, we're gonna get this done with. Look. Raptors. And do that. And sometimes scares the player to death. So I'm very close to getting a new deck. So I do hope I showed you the good sides and downsides of the Rillaboom theme deck. It's good against fighting and bad against fire. And I mean it's bad against fire, because I got destroyed last round. I died at. And I don't mean last round I played, I mean last round I died at. So, thank you all, Matty Pillar Army, for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next review. Good bye.